The only thing that I'm passionate about,
Mm-hmm.
like if I was to sit here and say, okay, what is it that you're passionate about? It's being a dad,
Mm-hmm.
dancing, right? Being on the that energy of music and that all of that, which I was thinking about making a channel with that,
Okay.
like how music can inspire you or something like
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
And then this, just talking, shooting the shit. Like I
You
could,
know what we can do? We can create our own playlist kind of thing for like certain scenarios. Because I already like with the whole like going to the gym now, I'm writing down all the steps that it's taken me to kind of get into this routine. Like, how am I creating my playlist? You know, what kind of songs am I putting on my playlist? And, you know, what kind of exercises am I doing? And, you know, how to use these machines. So when you go over there, you're comfortable doing it.
right.
So I was thinking of going like this whole segment on like, you know, fitness and going to the gym and all this. And I like it because one, I'm putting, you know, effort into it. It's a routine. It's something I'm being consistent with. But two, like every time you look on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet, it's like these skinny ass bitches showing you how to do this. Like, you ain't real. You've been doing this for years, you know? Like, I want to be there for people who are
That's not
starting on
true.
their journey like me.
That's not true. On
This is
Instagram, it's
true.
everybody. When it comes to a woman,
I'm talking about
also,
YouTube. I don't know about IG. I haven't really been looking up like healthy shit on IG.
yeah. But when not honestly, when it comes to a woman, anything that you want to apply, people are gonna watch it. Like if you're heavy and you're on your journey to get fit, people will watch that.
That's what I want to do.
If you're a mom, you know, struggling with your kids, people will watch that.
Yo, I want to be a mom who's getting her life together. Because I feel like right now I'm like kind of like paving like what my life is going to be over the next few years. Because, you know, the past few years.
Wait, are we live?
We are.
Okay.
Because the past few years, you know, like my focus has been work. Like I can honestly say I was a workaholic. I was putting all of my energy into my job.
Do you feel like you had a mental breakdown? Like seriously?
I think that in today's society, what I'm going through, what I went through, where I am, my path right now, yes, it would be considered a mental breakdown.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm asking.
Do I think I had a mental breakdown? Yeah. No. I think that I finally woke up one day and was like, you know what? I'm fed up. This is
There's
not
something more.
This is not what I'm intended to do.
Right. So you had your awakening like I did. Like you actually felt I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
It's the same routine.
Yes.
Over and over.
Like what was the point?
What is the point?
Why?
Exactly.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like I honestly was like, if this is all that I have left in life, I'm okay with just leaving. As in, bang, I'm gone dead.
Yeah. Yeah, we've spoken
and
about
it wasn't in like a negative connotation. It wasn't out of depression. It wasn't like that, you know, I gave up in life. It was more like, is this it? There's nothing else. And like it was like, well, it's time for me to go on to see what's the afterlife. Like I'm ready for that next journey because this is boring as fuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
See, for me, it was more like a mental thing, like realizing that I wasn't satisfied with what I was doing, what I was putting my energy into. I decided that I wanted to look at what had set me on the path that I was on.
Right.
And what I discovered that it was the reason why I chose the path I did was because I felt that that was, you know, going to meet expectations.
Right.
But it's like, whose expectations am I trying to meet? So from there, I went into like this whole journey about just like changing your whole mentality and the way you view things.
You
That's
were,
where I'm at.
Yeah, you were awakened and you started going against the programming.
Yes.
And now you're trying to find your purpose for you.
Yes.
And that's great.
Oh my gosh, it's a
no matter what it may be, because if you actually are truly awakened and you start doing things for yourself, then you realize you don't need much.
Yeah.
Because you set the guidelines.
Yes.
You're gonna start seeing like you're gonna want to start throwing stuff away. Like you're okay living a minimalist lifestyle.
You know what? That's already kind of started because I had a house fire and because like I kind of had to start from scratch. As I'm purchasing things and like making the decisions, like, oh, I want this in my house, oh, I want that in my house, I'm realizing that there's a lot of shit that I had
that you don't need.
I don't want to replace.
No. You're gonna start.
And also, I am comfortable with buying things. Well, when I buy things, I think about how do I approach cleaning it. Is it easy to clean? Do I have to move stuff around in order to clean it? And if it's not like to my standards, because I don't like to clean, I just won't buy it.
Right. And then you'll start to see, the more you awaken, you'll start seeing the things that you were drawn to for happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Just as they're not going to fulfill you the same way because they're empty.
Yes.
They're empty calories.
They are.
Like for me, you know,
like
I grew up. Yeah,
I love
like,
that shit.
Yeah, like I grew up. Like I grew up playing video games. You know, I grew up watching movies. You know, just the time wasters.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do that now, I feel like I should be making a video game.
You feel that you're wasting that time.
Yeah, or I should be making a movie.
Yes.
Like when I watch YouTube now, I feel like I could do this. I should be doing this.
Yes.
And I just got to get myself to have the confidence to be on there, turn it on, and just start talking.
I like it. One of the things I'm realizing that's helping me kind of open up and decide like where I'm going on this journey is I'll grab my phone and I'll record myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no intention of like uploading those videos or anything like that. Like I'll just talk to myself.
But you're engaged. Whereas in the past, and this is the same thing with my friend at work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how he started being driven into being a DJ. Because he used to love consuming mixes.
Okay.
Listening to music. Where he had his awakening, he had his epiphany where he was like, instead of consuming, I should be producing.
Create that shit.
Creating.
Yeah.
And so now your form of entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you would be listening to music in the car or watching YouTube.
Yes.
You're now creating content.
Yes. That's exactly what's
your
going
hobby,
on.
you're engaged by creating.
Mm-hmm.
That is like that next level.
Yes.
Of just growing and being.
And honestly, it's given me confidence in just speaking to people in general, because I'm getting used to hearing my voice out loud.
Yes.
I'm getting, comfortable with what my language is, you know, what my filler words are and what I want to say and how to respond to certain scenarios. Mm-hmm. It's making me so much more confident with my own voice.
And that's genuine confidence, because what you're doing is you're building little victories, mm-hmm. little personal wins. And it's not like this fake confidence that we get in normal society where you got this award, or you got this title, or you got, this pay grade, or whatever it may be.
Right.
These goals that we set ourselves, but we get there, but we didn't grow as an individual. We still don't have that confidence, and we still have low self-esteem, even though we're faking it until we make it. Mm-hmm. Whereas when you do these personal victories, these little wins, you actually have natural confidence. It just comes out. You'll wake up one day and you'll be like, oh shit, who am I?
Yeah. I was looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, wow, like this is a great feeling. And then I had this sense of like, almost like a sense of fulfillment, kind of like I remember having this feeling in the past about myself, mm-hmm. and somewhere along the way I lost it. Mm-hmm. So it was a really nice moment that I had, by myself in my home. I was looking in the mirror and I was just like, wow, like there's that feeling.
Yes.
I kind of remember this. This is familiar and it feels great.
You have that feeling when you were a kid. When we were kids, we would play and we would do things that would scare us. Mm-hmm. But then we would push ourselves to the next limit and we would have our wins.
Yeah.
Like riding a bike.
Yes.
This is the most scariest thing. But the second you can do it, you're like, you're on top of the world. It's those little victories as a kid. Plus when we were younger, we were more fearless. We had bigger imagination. Mm-hmm. Like we were just, there's a truth to saying, that innocence and that embracing of life.
Yes.
Like you
haven't been taught the restrictions yet.
Right. And then with the restrictions, you kind of die. You kind of die along life and you're just going through the motion. You're just a robot in the system. Mm-hmm. And then until you get awoken again, where you're like, hey, wait a minute, there gotta be something more to this.
Yeah. This
is not why I'm waking up every single morning, blessed with life, to just be like, you don't want to do that.
Exactly. And as I'm going through this and having all these realizations, my new favorite thing is sticky notes in every single room of my home. Because these ideas and these thoughts I'm having and experiencing, I'm writing them down. Because I want to be able to share this with other people. Almost like create a course.
So you're like that movie where they had the glasses of water everywhere in the house? Was it Signs? with the aliens.
Yeah, that the
And
lady like she hits him with the baseball bat.
Yeah, she starts hitting the baseball bat.
I don't know how that has anything to do with what I'm
saying. Because
saying.
he got sticky signs and she had glasses of water everywhere. That's
Yo,
what
look,
I'm picturing.
I put them on
yeah,
the
just like that. She would be a glass of water. This would be a glass of water. Yeah, it's exactly how I envision it.
Yes, I'm putting sticky notes everywhere
It's a blue
notes,
sticky note.
Sticky notes is my way of feeling okay.
Oh, should I read them?
Should I read them? Should I go
read the sticky notes?
But it's my way of allowing myself to express.
Yeah, she has prep
my
talks.
Thoughts, the way I feel.
Oh, I like this one. She's actually crossing out. You're actually meeting your goals.
Yes, I'm doing things. I'm going back. I'm crossing them out. Like my organized chaos right now is sticky notes throughout my home.
But you know what? That's your organized chaos as far as keeping yourself accountable.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is. So you're making a list. You have your goal list.
Yes.
And though it's simplistic, it's that milestone to get to the next level. Mm-hmm. And it's those little wins to help build your confidence.
Goals is a big thing too. Like I feel like everywhere I look, everybody's talking about goals right now. It's like it's trending to have goals. But what people don't teach you is how to set a goal. Like where do you even start?
Goal, it has to come from within.
It does. It has to. You have to look inside and see what it is that you want.
You literally have to do what you said, which is look in the mirror and face your own demons, which is you. It's you. It's like, what's the first step to admitting you have an addiction?
Admitting you have a problem.
Right. And so that's the same thing. You got to look at yourself in the mirror, put your ego aside. Not that, don't get rid of your ego. Trust me, ego is a good thing.
Yeah.
But put your ego aside and say, how can we be better?
Yes.
And then use your ego to be better.
Mm-hmm. What I'm realizing also is like the goals that I had before, like my goal was to make sure that all my bills were paid on time. Mm-hmm. And because that goal was so small, I was doing, bare minimum to get that goal completed, to attain that goal. Whereas if I have bigger goals, I'm going to work harder at achieving bigger goals.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
If you shoot for the stars, right? Your goal is to reach the stars. Mm-hmm. But you end up landing on a mountain.
Right.
Good or bad?
Good.
Okay.
Because if I'm shooting for the stars and I land on a mountain, that mountain is a hell of a lot higher than the hill I was comfortable being on.
Yes. And see, and that's the mindset you have to have. That's that positive mindset. Mm-hmm. However, going right into the next topic.
Okay.
Haters, they love to live in that negativity.
Haters are gonna hate.
And their goals is to just hate. Your professional trolls out there. Yeah. I got to vent on this one because this one got me rowdy.
All right. Talk to me. What you been going through?
Me as a man, as an individual, as a man, I'm part of a men's group so that we can try, we hold ourselves accountable to be better, right? And,
I like that. Okay.
We have a group where we go back and forth, talking about the things that bothers us so that we can hold each other up and say, okay, this is your goal.
Yeah.
You said this was your goal. Where are you going with your goal? Well, there's this one guy. I'm telling you, this is inventing. There's one in every family.
The Lion King. There's one in every family. Two in mine.
He's like, I don't know if he's like that. He's older, so he's like that one uncle.
Okay.
I don't know. He's that one cousin. Distant second cousin, like, where did you come from?
So what's up with him? He just doesn't believe in himself, or?
He has a defeatist mentality. He's just really negative.
Okay. Really
negative. And every time I post something, like I'm posting in like positive vibes, and I don't know if he kind of senses that, but he just comes up and like he'll debate every single thing I put out there.
Okay.
So I'm in IT, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll do a write-up as far as like how you could make, have a lucrative career in IT. Mm-hmm. You can make 6 figures, and this is how.
Yes.
Well, he'll come out and he'll be like,
that shit on YouTube?
No, we have that. It's a forum. So I drafted up the different forums.
Okay.
You got to pay to be in this community, but
gotcha.
I have different draft ups. Like I have one that was how to make 100 to 150K salary in IT. That was my first write-up. Mm-hmm. And then the second write-up was what I would do if I was going to pursue programming, because a lot of people were asking that.
Right.
And then the last one I wrote up last night was how to start broadcasting online.
Okay.
So I started putting all the tips. So
I'm
just waiting to hear the hating comment though. And I always put a caveat now. I put a caveat like, yo, this is just for information.
I gotcha.
Like you gotta show your receipts with some of these people. Yeah, you gotta show your receipts. Like, yeah, I got stuff out here. You don't need to know what it is, but I'm out there. You gotta show your receipts with some of these people. But it's just it's in a way, like I'm happy that I can sense that this guy just lives in negativity and he's just coming at me because that's what he does.
Okay.
And I know that he has that defeatist mentality. And he just, like, I told you, when you're in a positive vibration and people are in a low vibration, you're in two different universes.
Yes.
So he lives in a universe where technology failed. And I live in a technology where everybody has a phone.
Yes.
And everybody needs programmers because there's apps. I mean, we're more connected than we were yesterday.
Yes.
And there's a need, there's a demand for people who understand technology.
Right.
Programmers, developers, IT specialists, your SAs, your, cybersecurity, all these things. We need that because we're dependent on technology.
Yes.
But he lives in a world where it's like, it's only who you know, and it's a select few, and there is no demand for it. And I'm like,
there's that shift though.
Right.
You say he's a little older. There's that shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got burnt by IT. That's what it was.
Gotcha.
And then he was coming at me, was like, oh, you, it's you knew somebody. Somebody gave you the job. It's who you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know. I'm like, no, homie. There's literally free programs out there sponsored by Apple, Google, name them to get people to learn this stuff so that they can work these jobs that are out there, right? And then, he changed, he shifted, and he was like, well, it's because, you have this. And I'm like, no, if you have the skill set, they're going to help you get that, like be it a degree or be it whatever the job may entail. If you have the skill set, they're going to help you get that.
Right.
And it's just like, he will not give credit to where credit is due, which is just, I was hungry. He wasn't. I was.
So he brings his negativity to you, kind of thing. Like, it's just like
the
rain cloud.
Yeah, and
just
I don't
waiting.
like it. I don't like it because I don't like negativity.
Ooh, okay.
Like I told you, like if I live in it, like if I have negativity around me, I gotta spin it to be positive. Like, I don't like being negative. Right. I gotta spin it. Like, every situation, no matter how shitty it is, I gotta find the light in the tunnel and be like, oh, there it is. That's a good point for that shitty situation. Gotcha. I can't do this with this. Like, I can't convince this guy that no, you should change your mindset. Like, you're a professional troll and you need to change. And like, other people are seeing that because he's like, oh, I wanna get better, fitness, and people are trying to help, and he's like, no, blah blah blah. Like, everything is like negative, and I'm like, I just can't. It's too toxic for me. I can't be around that. But if you want to help people, you got to deal with that. You do. You got to deal with that. Like, how do you fight that? How do you change somebody's mindset? I think that comes down to the individual.
It does. It definitely does. You have to, in order to change the way you feel, you have to change the way you think. Nobody can force you to change the way you think. Especially for somebody who's like set in their ways and, they're not open to constructive criticism.
Jaded.
Yeah. I mean, it's impossible for somebody else to come in and like force him to look at things, from the other perspective.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
So what are you going to do when the haters start listening to us?
I mean, we don't have to respond to every comment.
No, but they're going to be fans.
Yeah.
Like, most channels, there are people who watch the content just to hate on it.
Oh my gosh.
What are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to engage them? How are you going to try to change?
Like, this one's for the haters.
Yeah. like the number one person on YouTube right now, PewDiePie.
Okay.
I swear that guy, he can never get a break. He'll put something out and they will always spin it and hate on him.
Oh my god!
Like, they literally watch his latest videos to see what they can pick out. Oh, PewDiePie said this.
Oh my god!
Is he a racist? Is he a this or this? But they just love to hate. They love to hate. And
so my plan is to not get that big, you know. Like we're just gonna have like our loyal community.
I want to get huge. I'm trying to get paid.
Our loyal community.
I'm trying to inspire.
That's what we're gonna.
I need spin-offs. No, we are blowing up. Look, I'm trying to shoot for the stars. Damn, and I'm trying to land on the mountains.
You know, like it's a difficult scenario. Like for me, I am very open to constructive criticism. Mm-hmm. Like if somebody has something negative to say, like I will listen to them, mm-hmm. and I will try and understand it from their perspective. Mm-hmm. I might not agree with them. I might brush them off afterwards. Like, yeah, whatever. That was their opinion. But I'm open to, you know, looking at things from different perspectives. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's all good and whatnot, but that's only like the first to the third comment. After like the fourth or fifth time with this mm-hmm. negativity, then you kind of see it. You're like, okay, this is your niche. This is what you do. Mm-hmm. You love putting shit down because your life is shit. But your life is not really shit because you're still alive.
Right.
You wake up every single day. You're blessed.
Every single
You're not dead.
Opportunity.
You can start turning this ship around. Mm-hmm. But it's easier for you to just hate on everything else than to fix your flaws. It's like, why not try to be better? Fix yourself. Like, I don't understand that.
Well, what do you think is a good way to handle the negativity?
It's hard because I don't function well in negativity. I can't. When I feel negativity at work, I put my earbuds in and I start listening to music.
Gotcha.
And I tune out because that music to me mm-hmm. is my key to the universe. Yes. That's what aligns me. That's what gets me to my positive energy.
Yeah, the right playlist can completely change your mood.
Not even that, just a good mix. Like I put on a good mix.
I like my playlist.
Was it's random? Look, it's like I told you last time, organized chaos. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather play something that just gets me on a whole nother level and tune out the haters.
Right.
Yeah, man. I don't do well with negative energy.
I feel that when I'm around really negative people, like I tend to, you know, draw energy off of the people around me. Mm-hmm. So when I'm in a really negative just atmosphere, I start feeling that. It takes a toll on me.
Well, in your case, and this, because, you know, as much as women don't want to admit that they tend to be submissive, mm-hmm. it's a feminine trait to be submissive.
Okay.
So a lot of women tend to adopt the personality of the person they're dating, mm-hmm. right? The man who's in their life, who is kind of leading them.
Right.
They tend to adopt that persona. And if the person is on a high vibration, positive person, you're mm-hmm. very positive. But when the person is negative energy, it's not that you're negative. It's just like you have no motivation. It's like they drain the energy.
I do realize that. I'll lose my motivation. Uh-huh. I mean, something as small as like, you know, say the person likes to like sleep in on the weekends. Mm-hmm. Because they're sleeping in on the weekends, I like suddenly don't have the energy to get up and do what I want to do on the weekends.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you kind of like not gravitate towards their energy, but you're kind of compliant to the energy that they're putting out there. Mm. So if you were a go-getter, you mm-hmm. would be a go-getter. Like right now, you don't have anybody, mm-hmm. you're naturally a go-getter.
Yes.
Like you're motivated, you're doing what you got to
do it, yeah.
Yeah. Second somebody walks in who is just like a negative person, mm-hmm. you're just like, oh, let's just do Netflix. I don't really want to do that. And you second guess yourself.
I do.
You're like, oh, I don't think I could do that. Yes. No, that's not for me.
And you think that's for me absorbing the energy of the person around me?
Yes. Because it's yin and yang. Mm-hmm. So the person is staying around you, feeding off of your positive energy.
Right.
And then you're supplementing that with their negative energy. You get what I'm saying?
I do. I definitely
They're feeding off of you, and you know that energy has to go somewhere, so it's going to you. Mm-hmm. Not that you're becoming negative. It's just that you are losing your positivity.
I'm toning down my positivity to not make them uncomfortable.
Not even that. Just the
status quo.
Subconsciously.
Gotcha.
You're toning it down because you're not you're just trying to fit in with that vibe.
XYZ, yes. Okay.
Yeah. If that makes any
I
sense.
have noticed that, yeah, because I mean, it's good and it's bad because I have like that chameleon personality where I can go into like any room, and I can hold a conversation with somebody.
Yes, you can.
I can find something that I can relate to this person with, and I'll get them talking. I'm a people's person kind of thing.
Where I could totally see you excelling in like a seminar. Like if you were at some kind of seminar where the people are like energetic, you would take it and the information you're learning, you'll run with it.
Yes,
like you'll be running with it for days. You'd be like a marathon runner, and you could, because of that you got that charge of that energy in the room that help you absorb the content and run with it.
Yes.
Whereas if you're around people in a room that are negative, you're not going to become negative. But you're definitely not going to have motivation.
I don't know. Like,
you're going to get complacent.
One thing I realized at my job, and I was there for 6 years. Towards the end, my daily mantra was, I hate people.
That's a bad mantra
to have. That's a terrible mantra. And I used to say it like in a joking manner, and I'd laugh. And
but it becomes reality.
I'd play this role when like the customers were in the office, and as soon as the customer left, I'd be like, I hate people.
Yeah. But now when you walk into the stores, you hate people.
No.
When you go get a drink?
Yes. During that time.
You hate people.
Yes.
When you go out at night in the club, you hate people. And just that hate, that connotation of hate, that's negativity. That's negativity.
Yeah.
And now you're carrying that. Like a little gremlin on your shoulder. And now you don't want that.
Not at all.
You don't want that.
That's like one of the most reviving realizations I've had since leaving that environment.
However, if you were in that environment and instead of saying I hate people, you spun the connotation to people are unique, you would be more open to understand people.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. People suck.
Yeah. See, you still got it.
Working in customer service.
No,
people
you
suck.
still have it. People.
So you know what I'm into right now? I'm into like the whole like grocery pickup thing where I order online, I get to the store, they bring it out to the car for me.
Yeah.
So
You don't think they think you suck?
No. So listen. So I have these conversations with them because I'm a people person. I get people talking, and like the one guy, I remember he came out. He was like, "Oh, did you see your substitutions?" And I was like, yeah. And then they laughed. And I was like, if I'm going to be that damn picky, I need to go inside and grab these things myself. Because I worked in customer service, I'm able to relate on that level. Because I know, like, people can be picky as hell. And I can only imagine what these people who are, like, packing these groceries into my car for me, what they're thinking, what they deal with day to day. I'm able to relate because I worked in that environment. I was the one on the other side.
Yeah, but they're still that structured. They could just be nice to you because
they have to be. That's what they're getting paid to do. I know.
And they can still hate you. They can still hate you. And I'm like, look, if you are in a bad situation you can't change for whatever reason it may be, what's the point of coming into that situation with a negative mindset?
This is true.
Why not put a positive spin and be like, look, I can't change my situation, but I do have the strength to get through it.
Yes.
And just go in every day with a smile on your face.
Yeah. Until
you can change your scenario. It's like, it's all within us. It's that strength that you have to, inspire and, cultivate and flourish inside of you to be able to change your mindset.
Yes. There's one podcast I'm listening to, and like she's always talking about, your thoughts create your feelings, your feelings create your actions, and your actions create your results.
Right.
It all begins with your thoughts, your way of thinking.
Yes.
Like if you are able to have that positive spin on things, if you're able to look at a situation and find a way to like almost mentally trick yourself into creating a positive scenario, you're going to find that your results are all going to change.
Yes. And that's why a lot of people are big on affirmations. I mean, a lot of people also say it's hokey. But think about it. If you have something, you have that thought that's in the back of your head that's always there. No matter what you're doing. You're driving home from work. It's there.
Yes.
You're sitting at work. It's there.
Yes.
You're taking a shower. It's there. You're eating dinner, it's there. You're watching Netflix, it's there. And whatever it may be, whatever you put in the back of your head, that little seed,
Yes.
it's still there waiting for you to nourish it. Mm-hmm. It's never going to go away.
It's not.
Because that's your desire. That's your want. That's what you want to do.
One of the things I'm working on right now is creating my own affirmations.
Yes.
I'm not ready to, find a list
but you shouldn't use it
online of
you should map it to you.
Right. But what I'm looking at right now is I'm paying attention to my thoughts throughout the day. Mm-hmm. So one of my, current affirmations I'm telling myself when I'm driving, I ask myself, what am I supposed to be focusing on right now? Because my mind tends to wander while I'm driving. I'm kind of driving on autopilot, and really, it's not safe. You got to be present. You got to pay attention to the other shit that people are doing on the road.
Right.
So that's one of the things I've been doing, just reminding myself, like, oh, what am I supposed to be paying attention to? And then, I'll refocus in on the driving.
Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night often?
I do.
That right there is your mind telling you that there's something it can't let go, and you need to focus on and meditate.
Really?
Yes, that's your inner child saying we have a problem, and just let your mind just listen to your mind and listen to where it gravitates to, because that is what you need to resolve. So if you ever wake up like 4 a.m. and you're like, oh, why can't I fall asleep or whatever, and your mind's racing,
right?
Just breathe, maybe put on some music, right, and just meditate. And let your mind wander and see what it wanders to. And that's what you have to address.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I have noticed that maybe a month after I let go of my old routine of working, 10-hour days, 11-hour days.
Right.
I'm noticing that I'm dreaming more.
Yes.
And it's not that I'm remembering what my dreams were.
That's fine. That's okay.
I remember I'm dreaming.
That is your creativity.
I'm getting that back.
Yes, that is your creativity. And that's you being okay and comfortable with your inner child. So the more you embrace and cultivate your creativity, the more your body will be comfortable and more you can escape and the more you can be connected with that inner child and get back to your imagination and your youthfulness and everything that was your innocence when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So it's great to dream because that's where you get inspired. That's where you get your ideas. So let that run with it. Run with it. Either way, run with it.
I love that split moment in your dream where you can realize, you recognize you're in a dream and you can kind of adjust
control
things.
It. Yes.
Yo, that shit's awesome.
But no, you know what's the best part? The best part is when you wake up from the dream. But yet you're still a bit tired.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, I didn't finish this dream.
Yes, you go back into it.
And you go back into it. It's like, yo, that's like jumping into a video game. That's like the ultimate VR.
Yo.
That is the ultimate VR. And it's like, this is what we're going to do this. And you got to end it and then you're controlling it. Oh, it's the best. But you see, going back to the haters though, this is my challenge with the haters. Because I have this natural inkling. I know I deep down inside that I like to help people.
Okay.
I really do like to pass my energy. I feel like I'm a conduit, right? And that I can generate positive energy and put it out there. I like to mentor. I like to be that fountain of wisdom.
Yeah.
And with haters, it's like I'm naturally drawn to help them, but I feel like you're too toxic for me. I really can't help you right now until you help yourself.
Yeah.
Until you change your defeatist mindset, until you change your mind that you do have a purpose, I can't guide you. I can't help you. I can't pass, I can't help.
Yeah. And that's what hurts. That's something that you have to work on. You have to realize that you can't help everybody.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to be more selective almost with the people that you do help.
Yes.
You almost have to have a screening process where it's this guy's too close-minded. I'm not going to get through this.
Not even that. That's why I feel like my calling is this. This is my calling. What we're doing right now is my calling because I'm putting it out there.
Okay.
Right? I'm using our tools to magnify my energy and I'm putting it out to the universe.
Right.
And whatever words are coming from me, as a conduit, it's not really me talking. It's the words I have to say for the people who need to hear it.
Okay.
Be it me, you, or the people who are listening to us right now.
Right.
It's just I'm gonna spit because it just comes to me.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm doing what I feel like my purpose is.
Nice.
This is it.
Nice. And
right
that's an awesome feeling too. Just feeling like, hey, like you have that sense of like I'm on the right path.
I do.
I don't know where it's going, but I know I'm on the right path.
And that's why, like I don't know. I don't know who I'm helping,
mm-hmm.
but I just know that I'm on that path. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Because afterwards, I feel recharged. Like this is therapy for me.
Yes.
This is therapeutic.
Yeah, you've said that before. You've used those.
That's the reason why I keep coming back to this.
Mm-hmm.
Like we stopped, we came back. We stopped, we came back.
Yeah.
And we'll stop again, and I'm gonna keep coming back because
we'll come back to
I'm drawn to this. I am. This is just like the rest of the week will be fine because I did this. It's therapy.
Nice.
It's therapy. I gotta do this. But yeah, I don't know. If I can change one of these haters, one of these trolls that are out there to be like, stop being negative and flip it, because it's easy to be in the negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I feel like it's training to be in the negative energy.
Maybe the people who are very negative, they're just they've overconsumed the negativity, and now that's all they know.
And maybe, yeah, I truly believe that. Mm-hmm. Bless you. Or maybe they feel like
coronavirus.
or maybe they feel like they're not worthy of positive energy. I don't know what it is, but that defeatist mindset, like I've been there. I've been there a couple of times, mm-hmm. but I was able to pull myself out of that.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, if you're in that realm, like latch on to something and pull yourself out of there, because that's quicksand.
It is.
That's quicksand, and
is.
all that leads you to is like you're dead. Mm-hmm. Like you're going through the motions, but you're already dead.
Yes, that was a big issue with my ex. Like, I realized that he was just waiting to die. Mm-hmm. He was complacent.
Yes.
He was okay with where he was. Like, he hated life. He hated shit. But like he didn't feel that he had the strength to change anything.
Yes.
So he was just like, whatever.
And then you know what that is, and what that stems to, and I could probably figure it out. There was something, because he was a big collector of certain things. You know what that it was.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he was at one point in his life he was pursuing that,
mm-hmm.
and somebody told him no. And that rejection, he couldn't handle it well. And at that point, that moment in time, mm-hmm. that's where he died.
Which is crazy, because for me, like, I saw that passion in him, mm-hmm. and I knew that he had the power to start a podcast. Mm-hmm. He had it in him to have a YouTube channel.
But he always said no.
No.
And always made 20 excuses.
No. Even though that's where his heart was. Yep. Like, that's a passion for him. Mm-hmm. Pursue that. I feel like as children, we're not told, like, hey, pursue what you love.
Yes.
No, exactly. We're fed, like, follow this one road, and this is the road that's going to lead you to success.
Know your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.
Yes.
And then go to college.
Yes. Like, no.
Get in the wheel and die.
We're teaching our children, that the most important thing in life is, living up to expectations. Rather than teaching our children, like, hey, the most important thing in life is enjoying it while you're alive.
Yes. Embrace whatever gives you passion. That's why the people who are like artistic and creative, and mm-hmm. they just follow whatever their passion was, mm-hmm. and they make a business out of it. Kudos to them.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Whatever drove you to that, not even if you make it like $1 million. Even if you made $1 million, that's like double kudos.
Yes.
Like, wow, you capitalize on that. Like, you had a business mindset and a creative mindset. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. But people who are making it day to day, and we may look at them and be like, oh wow, they're struggling, but they're not really struggling.
No.
Because they're waking up every day and doing what they love.
Life.
Yeah, they're doing what they love.
Yes.
And it's like, wow. Like, that is just,
yeah.
They're actually looking forward to the next day.
Yes, they are. Yep. And you can look at people who you define as successful because they have the cars and they mm-hmm. have, the house, and they're, but
temporary happiness.
But they're living day to day miserably.
No, the people who work their passion and live, fulfilled and are chasing their purpose, mm-hmm. they never have a Monday. Like, every day to them is just a day for them to do their passion.
It's funny. I was hanging out with Ma earlier, and she was like, "Oh, do you have time to run to like this store and that store?" I was like, "Ma, I have time to do whatever I want because I work for myself." Mm-hmm. That was such an empowering sentence right there. I was like, "What?"
No,
I made it.
No, but you just gotta follow your passion.
You do.
Like that's what we gotta tell our kids. If anything, you gotta tell your kids, like, look, I don't care what it is, just follow your passion. Mm-hmm. Be it broke or fulfilled, follow your passion.
Yes.
Because if you follow your passion, the money will follow. Mm-hmm. I believe that. I believe if you're actually doing what you're doing, you're aligned with what the universe had for you, you're on that positive vibration, you're optimized to the point where you will see your returns. Mm-hmm. The money will be there.
Yeah.
It's just,
however small it is, however large it is, like maybe, there are people out there who aren't ready to be on YouTube and they're not ready to have a podcast, but maybe they have a really good ingredient that they put in their hair, and that they're able to share that with other people. Mm-hmm. And then there's a business concept right there. Yeah. Maybe you have a way of like thinking outside of the box, and you share that knowledge with someone, mm-hmm. and then suddenly there's, a stream of income.
Yeah.
You just have to put yourself out there, do what it is that you do, mm-hmm. talk about it, and boom, create something.
There is always an idea for something, one step away. Mm-hmm. Like I heard there's a new app now where you can hire people to stand in lines for you.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. It's like an Uber.
I need that app.
It's like an Uber. It's like Uber Eats.
Because I swear, every time I go to Marshall's, that line is like down and around the corner.
They're very popular in New York City right now for people, trying to get Broadway tickets.
Okay.
Or standing in line for like the next iPhone or something like that.
I could pay somebody to wait in line on Black Friday.
Yes.
What?
Yes. They will stand in line and they will notify you when they're getting close to the head of the line. And then you just swap places with them.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And really
that goes back to how much is your time worth to you.
Exactly.
Because who wants to stand in line?
Right. People will be willing to pay for that. Mm-hmm. Like that's a genius idea. Why didn't anybody think of that? And actually,
someone did. There's an app for it.
Actually, the story behind it, and this is a great, rags to riches story. Mm-hmm. It was I believe it was a homeless guy in New York City.
Okay.
Who was doing that, with all these iPhone launches and stuff like that. He was having people pay him, so he got the money, and then I think he got like other people doing it. And the next thing you know, he was like, well, how do I make an app? And he made an app.
So
now there's an app for that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, you hear it often. They say start where you are. Mm-hmm. Start where you are. Yeah, you don't have to be already stable to, pursue your dream, what it is that you want. No, start where you are. Take those steps, and you don't know where it's going to take you.
And this goes back to the haters as well. Whatever you do out there, it's okay to fall.
Yes.
It's okay to fail.
Yes.
But this is the difference between most, the winners and the haters, mm-hmm. in the sense that when the haters fall, they stay down. They don't get back up. Whereas the winners, they keep falling, mm-hmm. getting back up, keep falling, getting back up, keep falling, getting back up, until next thing you know, they're running. Mm-hmm. They're doing what they need to do.
Failure, it's sales 101. Failure, those no's are a sign that you're on the right path. Mm-hmm. You're on the right path.
It's like with
a baby doesn't learn how to walk by giving up.
Right.
No matter how many times they fall on their booties, they're going to get back up and try it again.
They go crawling.
Yes.
They take their first little steps. They fall on their butt, and they keep on trying.
You know, we're all walking around.
Yeah. And then they're running a marathon.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's the same concept, but, the haters, they fall, and they never get back up. Mm-hmm. They never get back up.
I mean, those challenges, even going back to playing video games, when it gets challenging, you're on the right path. Mm-hmm. When you start running into all the bad guys, that you're getting close to that end, that finish line.
It's not, no. Oh my God, the last game I played was the latest Star Wars game.
Okay.
Right, and there was this one part.
Ooh, the Jedi one.
Yeah.
Okay, how was that?
I mean, the game is sick. I love it. It actually felt like a Star Wars game that I haven't had in a long time.
Nice.
So I was really connected, but my God, there was a point in the game where I was gonna quit. Where there's a part and then all games have this,
Mm-hmm.
where you just keep on dying in the same
Yes,
spot
you keep trying and
until
trying and
somehow either the game lets you
I
win.
always say the game feels bad for you.
Yes,
It's like, all right,
yes,
we gotta let you go.
Yes, either like you keep trying to jump and you hit the wall,
Yo,
and then
it's
they lower
just
the
not
wall.
working.
Yeah, something happens in the game. The stars align in the universe where you figured out the coding in the game.
Yep.
But it's the same thing. That's how life is. Like you got it. Like you keep dying in the same spot until you don't.
Yeah.
Until you do something, quick finger reaction, where you get over that wall, and now you're moving on to the next part of the game.
Yes, you are.
And you get to see the rest of the game. Because to me, that's all life is. Life is just a game. You know, I feel like we are, you know, balls of energy in our avatar right now, doing what we want to do, and you decide what you want to do in life. It's like Grand Theft Auto.
GTA.
Yeah. So
it's funny. That's what I was thinking about right now. As you were saying, I was like, oh man, we were supposed to be playing GTA, having this conversation.
Yeah, we are supposed to. Yeah, a game in a game. But you know, where some people, you know, when some people play games and they want to get like every single trophy in the game. You know, those are your doctors, right? Those are the people chasing after titles. And there's some people who play the game and they just want to see the story of the game.
They do, yeah. They just want to get to the end.
Yeah, and that's me. I'm like, I already know. I want to know where this story.
You're crazy. I like exploring everything, grabbing every coin, opening every door.
That's okay. I want the game on easy mode.
Okay.
And I want to enjoy the scenery. Be like, oh shit, this is dope graphics.
Yup.
Then all right, entertain me with the story.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what that's what I want. And I think so far my story has been epic.
It's funny, like in video games, I want to open every door and collect every coin, but in real life, I want to do what you do. I want to bare minimum. Let's get to the end. Like,
Did you though? You chased after. You went to college, chasing after the degree.
I did.
You went to job. You wanted the title.
Yup, I had
the title. You were a
title.
workaholic.
I had
literally
the income.
you played the game of life. Just like you play games. That's it. That's how you played it.
Yeah.
It's how we all played it. And so ultimately in the end, whatever I do, do I want money? Yeah, I want money just so I can see what my story is going to be. And then I can get to the end. That's it. I just want a good story. I don't play games over again.
All right.
Once I see the story, I'm like, oh, that was dope. And go to the next one.
Yeah.
Same thing with movies. Like, I don't watch movies over. There's people who watch the movies over and over, get the lines and all that. Nah. I watched the movie for the first time, the entertainment value. Maybe a couple of years down the road, I'll watch it again. Just so as a refresher. Oh, yeah, this was a good movie. But I'm all for the story. I'm all for the story. Put me on easy mode. Let me enjoy the story.
Yeah.
But, last but not least, what was the last topic?
Stinky socks.
Socks! Yo, I love my socks.
Let's talk about socks. You know what's crazy? I just upgraded my wardrobe in that I bought a bunch of like the stocking, like knee-high socks.
Right.
Because like in my mind, guys think those are hot. So like I like wearing stockings and I do it kind of like all the time now. Like those are like my go-to socks.
I've been going to, well, you know, every year I go out to Vegas for my security conference, right?
Right.
And, you know, they give you a lot of swag, you know, to advertise their companies or whatever. And the last 2 years, the biggest get was socks.
Okay.
Right? So I have like a bin full of socks at home. And I was like, you know what? I started challenging myself. It was like, and these are the little wins. These are the little wins. I challenged myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start rocking socks.
Okay.
You know,
I've noticed.
Coordinate them with my outfit, whatever color I'm wearing. I'm trying to find that color in the morning. That's my thing. I was like, yo, I'm gonna step up my game, and this goes to everything. Like, feel good with who you are. So the socks thing led to me dressing better.
Okay.
Led to me grooming better. Led to me smelling better by getting some fragrance and getting, you know, the latest colognes. Like, and now I'm getting compliments. You know, people are like, oh, what socks you got on today? Like, yo, Ray's sock game is on point. Yeah. You know, it's like those little things to make you feel better. Do things for you.
I like that.
Like who in their right mind would wear lima green socks?
And that's what I'm coming to. Like at my job, you know, it was a very conservative dress code. Like they were very strict with it. The men were only allowed to wear long sleeve white shirts.
Yes.
For like the first 4 years I was with the company.
Yes.
Mandatory. They had to wear a tie every day. So what the guys would do was they would wear crazy
Crazy
socks.
socks. I said, wear
Yes,
the rebel.
yes. And I always remembered, like, certain people in the office, like, I knew they'd have crazy socks on.
Yeah, and that's like that goes back to that book 1984 where everybody's dressed the same,
Yes,
everybody's acting the same,
yes.
and that goes back to that whole programming of being a robot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, freak, man. I see ladies out here. You guys got everything. You guys got pink hair, blue hair,
no.
piercings everywhere. Like you're embracing whatever you want to embrace.
Mm-hmm.
But men can't really do that.
Right.
Unless
the options aren't even out there.
Not really.
No.
There's slim pickings.
Mm-hmm.
So for fellas out here, if you want to try to step up your fashion, you want to step up your game, get do the little things. Get a fresh haircut.
Yes.
Get some really good smell good on the off the counters. Get some legit fragrances. From some name brands.
And don't worry about what you think somebody else is gonna like.
No, get what you
Find
like.
something you like.
Get what you like. Get what makes you feel like you're on point.
Yes.
Whatever makes you feel
because
fresh.
That confidence
comes out
what
with you
everyone
feeling
is gonna like.
Yes.
You don't have to give a shit about what you smell like.
Rock. Look, you don't to have a nice wardrobe. It doesn't even have to be expensive. You can go shop at, H&M and Walmart and get shit for cheap, but accessorize.
Yes.
Get yourself a nice watch to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself a nice belt to go with it. Get some nice shoes, some nice socks.
Yeah.
People are gonna take notice.
They will notice.
They will take notice, and you will feel a lot more comfortable. There's a reason why they say, no, the saying is, does the suit make the man, or does the man make the suit, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And you'll see people who wear a suit and it's baggy, it's wrinkled, it doesn't fit them. It's just it just doesn't look
right. Yeah.
However, you got a guy who's in a well-fitted suit, iron, fresh, smelling good, groomed, looking sharp.
Yes.
That dude just went up like 3 points.
Yes, absolutely.
He's on another level.
Absolutely.
He's on another level.
I saw it at my job too, because like the mandatory dress code for men were like the long sleeve white shirts and the tie.
Yeah.
But
dudes were coming in suits,
some men
right?
who would wear suits
yes,
every day.
Because they wanted to
every
look
day.
official.
I had so much respect for that.
Yeah.
So much respect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of guys out here, they'll put a lot of effort into their rides in their cars. And I'm not knocking that. I'm a car guy. I love cars. Mm-hmm. If you want a luxury car, if you want American muscle, you want a tuner, whatever you want, and you're putting effort into it, hey, that's all cool. But what are you doing for you?
Yeah.
Like, are you putting those, modifications that you put in your ride? Mm-hmm. Are you putting that on you?
Are you doing it for you, or are you doing it for status?
Not even that. No, are you putting modifications on you?
Oh,
so if you put a spoiler on the ride, what's the spoiler in your life? Are you rocking that tie? Are you rocking those shoes? Are you rocking them socks?
Got you.
You know?
Yeah, I like
that. You could tune your car. Like, you could make it look fresh. Mm-hmm. Why not make yourself fresh?
Yes.
If you can put rims in your car, you gotta put some nice shoes on you.
This is true.
I
like that.
These are my rims right here. Those are my rims right there. You understand? Like,
you got
it's
the
like
spinners on with those.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I got some.
You stop walking, people are still staring. They're still following you.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. My goal right now, is I want an expensive belt. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I want a Ferragamo belt, and that's a goal that I want to rock.
All right.
Because Ferragamo belt, that's like about $600.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of freaking money. I gotta save up for that
for
thing.
For a belt, it's like, ooh.
For a belt, yeah. You know what I could do with $600? Mm-hmm. Let me break out how many ways I can spend $600.
That's grocery for 3 months,
Yeah, I know. However, that's something I can work towards. You know?
Right.
And that's something that I can say, all right, now I can accessorize and I can feel good. Like, I don't want the belt because it's the name and I want people to notice it. Because nobody's going to notice it. Right?
No, I mean, only the people who know people who know.
Right.
Not everybody's going to look at it.
And I don't really care for them because they're going to be looking at everything else up and down.
Right.
No, I want the Ferragamo belt for me. Mm-hmm. I want that for me.
That was my goal when I got my first management position at my job. I was like, my first management, commission check was going to be for a Burberry coat. So I went into Burberry and I bought myself a coat.
That's what you got to do.
Now, on the outside, nobody knows it's Burberry.
Yeah.
But when I put it on, I'm feeling sharp as hell,
like
feeling good as hell.
I'm not gonna lie. My wallet, my wallet's Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like every once in a while I go to Coach. I'm not saying I go to like the real stores. I go to the outlets, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
But I always go and they always got something like crazy.
Yes.
A crazy logo, and I'm like, oh, I like that logo. Oh, okay, I'm changing up. $20, I got me a new wallet.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't do this for anybody else.
You do it for you.
I do it for me.
Exactly.
It's my small achievement to say, hey, I made it. Materialistic as it may be, it does feel good to be able to say, I made it.
It does. It absolutely does. So once I added that coat to my wardrobe, now I'm looking at the rest of my wardrobe in a different light.
Yes, and you stepped it up.
In a different light.
Yes.
Now I'm like, you know what? It's not about, having the most items in my closet. It's about having items that I'm truly happy with.
And I guarantee that when you were like, hey, I'm going to wear the coat, then you had the full ensemble head to toe.
You got it. You got it.
Your hair was looking, your hair was nice and fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did your makeup, right?
Yeah, I
you
don't
had
do makeup,
some good smell good. You were working at the time. You didn't do makeup?
I didn't do makeup, and you know what? I was doing the natural hair.
You had your nails done.
Yeah, my nails are always done.
Your hair was stylized.
It was styled.
Yeah, it was styled. Okay. You had some smell good. You had some fresh, right?
Yes.
Okay. You weren't smelling else, like, some
pits.
Yeah,
I wasn't walking around smelling like pits.
Yeah, some stinky tangs. You weren't no stinky tangs. You had some smell good on, right? Mm-hmm. I guarantee your mood set at work was a whole hell of a lot different.
Yes.
Because you felt
good.
Official.
When you look good, you feel good.
Not only did you feel official, you felt professional.
Yes.
And I guarantee you weren't hating people.
Not at all.
Like you had more tolerance. Because you were like, this is the
from
level.
That? Do you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
The way you dress changes your whole mannerism. I'm telling you. I know people at work who lives in that negative zone. Dude wears white socks. Comes in every single day. Like,
he's probably rocking them with the matching tighty whities.
Yo, he comes in every single day. How life sucks.
Oh man!
But I'm walking around. Look, I'm coming in because I'm already left. Look, I'm already 2 hours into my day in a good jubilee mood because I took the time to be like, yo, what I'm gonna wear? Okay, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Then I'm driving to work. I got my tunes playing. I'm coming in with that mindset, motivated.
Yes.
Motivated.
Yes.
Because if I can't change my situation, I might as well own it.
Yes.
I might as well make the most of it.
I really like that a lot.
So what's the point of coming in hating work?
Yeah.
It pays my bills.
Exactly.
Like, I don't understand that. Like, this dude comes in grumpy. Every time somebody asks him to do something, ask him to do his job. He's all negative.
I used to give myself
He's not a people person.
Talks.
Yeah.
I used to give myself pep talks like, yo, they're paying me to do this. Like, I'm going to make sure that customer leaves happy. You know? Like, because that's what you're getting paid to do. That is your job.
No,
so I would switch it off. I would allow my personality to come through. I'd be bubbly. I'd be happy, and that energy is contagious.
Yeah, for the longest time, I was like, oh, I hate my job. Job. Negativity.
Yeah, but that negativity
coming
consumes you.
Yeah. Yes. Wrinkled shirts, not caring.
Yes.
Like, watching the clock.
But you feel the same way, though. If you look at yourself and you see that you're wrinkled, you're not really put together, it's like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not looking it.
Yeah, now that I'm changing things, now I'm getting to work, and I'm like, all right.
Let's do this.
Yeah. What can we fix today?
Yes.
That's what I said. I'm like, all right, let's see what we can fix today. And I'm ready to fix.
You change right there. That's how you change. That's the
same job. Same job. I didn't get no promotion.
Same pay.
Same pay. Different person.
There you go.
That's all you have to do.
There you go.
Change this. Because your brain is a computer and you can reprogram it any way you want. That's it. Change your attitude. That's it. So the socks.
Started with the
these
socks.
Things. Yo, I love these things.
So simple.
Everyone's like, yo, you got Space Invader socks? Those are X-Men socks.
Yo, one thing that was like, now we're talking about socks, like a pet peeve of mine is like, having younger children, there's socks everywhere in my house.
Yeah.
They just take them off and throw them wherever.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Like
my youngest,
they don't care. Just
my youngest
everywhere.
will wear mismatched socks on purpose.
Yo, that's my kid.
I'm like, seriously, that's what you want to do?
I've embraced it. Like, I'll get a new pack of socks, and I'll mix match them all, ball them up, and throw them in the bin.
That's what he wants to do.
What? That's what you want to do.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. What? So on the weekends, I wear different colors. I mismatch anything.
All right. Yeah.
So when we start getting big, our first merchandise is
Socks.
hands down socks. We're merchandising socks with our faces and our names and everything on it. We're gonna be motivate you through socks.
Yes,
we have to. We have to. But I mean, I want to end it on a good note.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to say, like it was the last topic was lighthearted, just talking about socks. But at the end of the day, it's just the way you think. Like you have to be positive, whatever situation you're in. If you can't change your situation, then have the strength to get through it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. And, something I've been studying on in my podcasts and stuff, like my own personal journey, your thoughts create your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Your feelings create your actions.
Yep.
Your actions create your results. It all starts with your thoughts. What's going on up here in your brain.
And I would take it even one step higher. Your results fulfill your purpose.
Yes.
Because that's the ultimate goal. That's the end of the story, right? That's the end of the story, right?
Yes.
So that's it. I would take it one step further and just be like, look, just always be on your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Be it whatever it may be. If you're working a job, you're working a 9 to 5, you're washing dishes, you're serving people, whatever it may be, just know that that's just the means to get you to where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And do it to the full, the fullest, because they're fulfilling what you need at that moment, which may be food on the table, a roof over your head.
Yeah.
It's getting you from point A to point B.
Take pride in it.
Yes. And then that whole motivation, that whole energy will get you to point C and D and the rest of your story.
Yes. Yep. All the way through the alphabet.
Yep. And then right back up to it.
There you go.
Start all over again. But yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, when you're taking notes, I think it doubles the letter, right? Then you go to AA.
AA. Yep. You got to go back.
Yep.
Or would it be... Do numbers start coming in? No, you lost me. Wait, no. We go to numbers now. All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed it. Try to keep it lighthearted.
Enjoy our rants.
From our minds, speak our hearts.
So if you are tuning in, please join us for the next one. Mm-hmm. Like, comment, and subscribe.
All of that.
Yeah, hit the bell so you get notified when we post new rants. And take care of yourself. Love the ones you got. And stay positive.
Start where you are. Just stay positive. Start where you are. Tomorrow's a new day, a new opportunity.